evening from, well, UK viewers. We're here in China at the iconic MACAU Grand Prix circuit for the final 2025 event of the T-Tech Racing Series on Ride 4. We will eventually be moving to, well, Ride 6, I imagine, next year if we get the chance. We, if you didn't know, are on Ride 4 just because there is more road circuits. It is the final event, as mentioned. I am joined by my co-commentators River and Ducksworth, and we're here to bring you through qualifying here at the MACAU GP. Any thoughts on this one, guys? Good track, bad track?
Difficult track, I would say. What do you think, Ducksworth?
Barriers might be an issue. Other than that, just keep it on the grey stuff.
Right.
Now
I
you
just know from personal experience, it's difficult.
Yeah, it looks very difficult, as we all know. I mean, there's been some nasty crashes at the MACAU, but there's been some nasty crashes in all road races, and you may be wondering why it is a race. If you're not familiar with Ride 4, there is no qualifying, so we use the race as our qualifying format as they all head down to turn 2. Oh, a massive crash there for someone, Doc VR46, I believe, who I think is dropping back. Is Cloud Cutter still on the bike? He's hanging back there. I don't know what's going on there, but DCP, who dominated the Ulster GP, they're all, and he's down on the Suzuki. They're all just out there to get some feeling for now on this first lap. Then they'll have two laps to set their personal best and decide their grid positions for the MACAU Grand Prix. 12 laps it will be at this incredibly difficult road circuit, the one that always ends off the road racing calendar, and we saw Davey Todd take victory there a few weeks ago. So Ducksworth, as someone who has got a lot more playtime on the ride games than me or River, is MACAU your preferred road circuit, or is there somewhere else you'd rather go?
Probably say Northwest is a very easy track, because there's not the barriers like obstructing any views or anything. Because that's the main issue with that. You can't see around the corners, or it's more of a challenge to race on a track like this.
Yeah, I suppose then you can't see your markers.
Right, you can't see very far ahead. I agree with Ducksworth on that. You can't see around those blind turns, especially on that uphill mountain climb. It's real techie.
Yeah, of course, DCP, the man who dominated the Ulster GP last time out. But from what Rivers said to me, it looks like he has a very, very intense rival coming his way in the form of his fellow American Baby Kill on the Yamaha R1M.
Baby Kill, dude, he's the real deal. He is amateur. He doesn't compete in professional esports. I would say he's full on am though, like some of these guys. So if anyone's gonna keep pace with DCP, like I would put my money on Baby Kill.
Yeah, let's just go on board with the American as he makes his way around the final corner on board the YZF R1M, and as he's folded the front, he's continued to having some issues there. Let's go on board with a Mexican then on the GSX-R 1000. Definitely got the award for most attendances of the season. He's been at every road race, if I am correct, as he now makes his way around the back straight and into this really tight section through turn 3. And you can just hear the little parties going on.
What we were talking about, Alba, he has an invitational league. So if any of you guys are interested in competing in his invitational league, you would have to reach out and contact him to get an invite. But yeah, so he's a big part of the community, another pillar.
Yeah, 100%, but this is where the laps will get intense, won't they? I mean, it's the first lap, well, first flying lap, and you'd say this would not yet be the prime of their laps, as we know there's no tyre consumption, at least in this qualifying race. So the third lap would be the strongest, but as I've been told many times by Ducksworth, this is a good time to just set a banker, just get a safe lap in there where you're not off the bike.
I agree.
I'm not sure how he will do this, because his front tyre is very warm at this time, so he's pushing the front very hard through most corners.
Yeah, as he
Right.
comes out of turn 20, he's keeping it relatively clean for now. He's got a decent gap to Jay, who I believe hasn't crashed either. That gap's about stayed the same from when their lap started. So as long as they stay consistent, that's late there on the brakes from Alva. I don't know if he's going to get that stopped. He hasn't. He's in the wall, and Jay is going to go riding on past on the ZX10RR. That's unfortunate for Alva, but he's going to get one more go at pole position. Well, I think we're all going to be looking at the man who is leading the Ace Academy British Superbikes Championship on board the Master Mac Honda, but this time he is, oh my word, he's got that. I think he's just having a bit of fun here. Maybe he wants to start at the back of the grid for a bit of a challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, getting it on the front wheel
Maybe he
DCP.
doesn't want somebody getting in, having a tow from behind, maybe.
Yeah, John
Right,
Bloodborne would
looks
be a
like,
bit of a troublemaker in this situation. And he's not been the favourite among most riders, you in particular, Ducksworth.
Yeah, bit of a collision
There,
northwest.
I witnessed that, and it actually, you weren't the only one. He had a lot of contact with several. It was 3 pilots total in the race, and he did get docked for that, but he's kind of new to all this, so he's learning. He'll get there.
Now, one thing I will say, Cloud Cutter is still riding out there on the Ducati. Now, his laps won't be counted because he is on the Ducati. He'll be starting at the back of the grid because the Ducati is banned in this situation. So, whether he sets the fastest lap or not, which he's actually looking really strong here, unfortunately for him.
And see, it's not Cloud's fault because he is a junior pilot. He's used to racing the Super Sport, the RMs, and they all were notified to set up a bike last night for the big bikes. And so I think he didn't know what was banned.
Oh, bit of lag there, unfortunately, as we struggle with connection, of course. Ride 6 releases on February 12th, 2026. Get your copies, and we'll see about T-Tech hopefully crossing over to Ride 6 and getting a few more players, thanks to the addition of crossplay. And hopefully the lag isn't as bad as MotoGP 25. But crossplay, I think, can help us a lot because I do know a lot of the road racing community appear to be on Xbox. If you look towards the British Bike Esport Championship, played on the PlayStation and Xbox in Ride 5, there's a lot of people actually interested in road racing. So I think getting crossplay on our side in Ride 6 will definitely bring a lot more members to T-Tech.
Oh, I sure hope so. And like I said, we all kind of agreed in the Discord. It might be a mixed bag next year, depending on what the track and the circuits are in the new game. So if we have to do the final on Ride 4, and then so be it next year.
Any plans looking to hold a TT next year on TT3?
Oh, for sure, May, 100%. 100%. That's our pinnacle event. I don't know what the correct word is, but that is our main event. And yet it's kind of early on in the season, but that's the one where everybody comes out.
Yeah, I mean, oh, that's a shame there for Baby Kill crashing on the last corner. It looked like he was on an okay lap there, but DCP comes across the line to complete his qualifying session. Doc VR46 getting it all out of shape on the RSV4, as well as John Bloodborne. But it is DCP, as expected, fastest man out there with a 2:19.7. Cloud Cutter 2:25, that won't count. The next fastest man on track was Alva with the 2:21.6. But Baby Kill, as you said, I mean, well, he didn't have the greatest of qualifying there.
No, he didn't. And to see the Indian J and the Mexican Alva, they're both looking pretty good today.
Yeah, maybe having something in the bag there for DCP. And we're just waiting one moment for us to go back to the menu and order the grid. This is the issues we're having with Ride 4, but I'm sure Ride 6 will hopefully be much more easy to bear with. Alright then, let's get this all sorted out. Lobby options. Right, now we just need to make sure Cloud Cutter swaps away from that Ducati, and I will take a look at the image I took to ensure the qualifying positions. So of course DCP on pole position, followed by the Mexican Alva, who's been a rather consistent runner, especially in the qualifying sessions. So Alva up on second on the front row. A good showing from him, and Jay as well, who will be on the front row. So that's 2 Suzukis and a Kawasaki on the front row. Good to see there from both of them. The next fastest man on circuit, I believe, was Baby Kill, the 222.0. He'll be lining up, heading up the second row. Cloud Cutter has now switched to the BMW S1000RR. That's lovely. John Bloodborne had a difficult one. He did a 225 flat, and then Doc VR46 with a 226 flat as well. Cloud Cutter was out there with a 25.4, so that would have put him 6th on the grid anyway. But now we've got everyone lined up and ready to go. What do you guys think? We'll start with you, Ducksworth, as someone who knows these guys a bit better than we do in terms of their on-track behaviour. Who do you think will be leading out of turn 1? And if there is a collision at turn 1, who's going to cause it?
Oh, there we are. I'm not too sure, really. I mean, everybody could keep it very easy through the first 2 turns until the major right, or very slow right-handed corner. Yeah, just keep it chill, really. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. And by your knowledge, who do you think will be leading out of turn 1?
Most likely DCP.
An input for you, River?
He usually gets
Alva. He was my old teammate at Classic Suzuki, so I'm showing love to him. Alva, the Mexican, he's gonna lead it, and he's gonna stay up there based on the times from qualifying. But it can be anybody's race, really.
All right then. Final predictions for the race winner. I think we all know where this is heading. You can't bet much against DCP, can you?
I feel like DCP could be like an active pro. I don't know his esports status, like if he's been sponsored or what. But if you look at the leaderboards, he's all over the place. I would think he would win.
He is dominating the Ace Academy British Superbikes Championship right now, and making my life a bit of a nightmare on the Kawasaki. So yeah, props to him. With only 2 rounds to go, I am about 43 points off, and I need to get within 35 for the final round at Brands Hatch. So look out, DCP. All right then. Looks like everyone's taking a bit to ready up. Thank you very much, River. And I'm sure me and Ducksworth will try our best to get FS3 Kawasaki into that top 3 in the team's championship, if that's even possible at this point. I haven't really looked at the team's championship.
So DCP is from the States. And I just want to remind the viewers at home, this is one of the few road races on the calendar where an American has one. That would be Kevin Schwantz. He is from Texas, like myself, and he just did it one time, and he came out for Team Suzuki and won it, and rode a wheelie across the line, and called it a day. So
yeah, it was a brilliant performance.
For an American. Yeah. But I think that Michael Hedrick, of course, is, I think he's the most all-time winner. Is that right? Here?
I'm not quite sure with the MACAU facts, to be honest. That's a rare time that I've been stumped as a commentator with the facts.
Yeah, I think that I think he's won like 9 of them, I believe.
Yeah, alright then. It looks like we've been waiting long enough now. John Bloodborne and Doc VR46 have had enough time to prepare. It is now time for 12 laps here at the MACAU GP. Probably one of the hardest circuits in the world. And here we go then. It is the most iconic Chinese motorsport event in the world. DCP lines us away from pole. It's a Suzuki 1-2. Will it be a Suzuki? Oh my word, a lot of lag there for DCP. No. The favourite for the race has lagged out across the line before he even got started, and we're away with Jay leading from Alva and Baby Kill. What a dramatic start as DCP has lagged out.
Very emotional. And these three guys at the front, they're all pretty good. They've got pace. So if they break away, it's going to be hard for DCP.
Yeah, drama at the start there. What the heck is going on? Alva lagging a lot there as he goes airborne. Jay's out wide. He nearly clips the wall. It's hard to see what's going on. I think the whole lobby is lagged out, really. I don't even know what's going on. Let's take a look on the other riders. It's just... I don't think they're here. No, Doc VR46 and John Bloodborne were not here, but they had plenty of time to get things sorted. So I'm afraid they will not be in contention for the win. Jay's gone down. Baby Kill now leads. This is getting dramatic already. As up. Oh my word! I can't even tell who's on the bike anymore.
Baby Kill has the on his leathers. He's got the VR46. So in a bind, that you can recognize him that way. He is ripping this techie section. You got to help out here though.
Yeah, maybe Baby Kill was sandbagging just a little bit, just to let DCP think he had the upper hand. It's a good start for the man on the Yamaha, with Albert close in behind on the Suzuki. But DCP will be with them soon, I'm sure of it. Now, if you're in this position, Ducksworth, as Alva, I think DCP has crashed again. Yeah, he has gone again. I think he must have had collision with Jay trying to get past the Indian rider. It's now a 9-second gap, 10 seconds to the two in front. Now, as I was saying, Ducksworth, if you're Alva in this position, you've got a 10-second gap to DCP behind, and you can probably stick with Baby Kill based on the qualifying pace. Would you go for it this early on, or would you wait for a mistake?
I would wait. Just be patient, I would.
Yeah, it definitely seems like the smart decision, and it looks to me like that's what Alva's doing.
He is. He's riding conservative.
Yeah, Baby Kill's a little bit wide there.
I personally Baby Kill before. I mean, dude, look. When he's on, he's got the talent.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, really. I mean, for DCP, I mean, he was for sure and out. Oh, they've both gone down. The two race leaders, and that has to be the fastest circuit the fastest part of the circuit on the. Oh my word! And that's now not even half the gap. Like, it brought it down from 10 seconds to 2. That's huge. Oh, Alva's down again. Alva's gone down again. The Mexican, after a brilliant start. And Baby Kill is now going to be hunted by his compatriot. If DCP gets ahead here, he will be gone. Baby Kill needs to fight, and he needs to play this smart. Now, one thing I will point out is that DCP is on the double hard tyre. And I don't know what the situation is for everybody else, but I didn't see anybody else with double hards. And look at the tyre wear already on these guys. 81% rear and 85% front for DCP. We're only a lap and a half in. And Baby Kill as well, 80% front, 71% rear. This could get intense at the final few laps if tyre wear comes into it.
Yeah,
No,
DCP is
also on the double hards.
Well, Baby Kill, well, you can confirm that Baby Kill on the double hards, or
No, Jay on the double
Jay,
hards.
sorry. Right, 2.8 is the gap, and it looks just like Baby Kill's keeping it a relatively decently sized gap. DCP just trying not to make a mistake here. He can take his time with this. He knows he has got the positional advantage in terms of he's putting the pressure on, and he's got the pace to win it. Now he just needs Baby Kill to make a mistake, and there's one there. He's a bit wide. Oh, and again, very wide. He's staying on it. Look at DCP, how aggressive he is into there. So good.
Really liking the Suzuki livery there, library. He made up a lot of time, but at home, if you'll look down at the bottom left at our circuit map, you'll see that we do have a pretty good pack between first through fourth. It's not too bad. It's 8 seconds out to fourth place. So just one crash could bring fourth up into first. So.
Yeah, I really don't know what happened there to John Bloodborne and Doc VR46. It's a shame. They must have thought the race finished after qualifying.
They're both friends, okay, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Doc is John's buddy, so hopefully we can get some kind of answers post-race.
Yeah, DCP currently up on his personal best, 2/10 up with a 19.4 first sector. Baby Kills wide. We can hear the Jaws music, the GOAT at the moment of T-Tech, DCP. The Americans are dominating. It's like I'm watching Grand Prix in the 90s and 80s. I mean, it's so impressive just how much of these you Americans play these road circuits.
Well, I wish I could count myself into that category, but I'm kind of an intermediate to slow rider. But yeah, it's looking like a Wayne Rainey, Kevin Schwantz from the 80s almost here. And Baby Kill, he can smell, he knows he's being hunted. He can smell that aftershave behind him. And DCP, he's just playing it safe here. He's waiting for that moment to strike.
Yeah, he's doing a really good job. He's just being patient as Alva was trying to be. 6 seconds behind him is the Mexican on board the Suzuki. And it's something that you never thought you'd see. I mean, Yamaha and Suzuki fighting at the front. This is what Ride 4 does, I suppose. It's rider skill more than machinery. Contact between DCP and Baby Kill as DCP tried to go past on his fellow American. But yeah, running 1 and 2 in this race. Those American riders doing a brilliant job of expelling that stereotypical squid identity that comes with American racing.
Yeah, you get that home of the baggers in the dirt track, but yeah, I don't think that was really an error on anybody's part there at San Francisco. It's just a difficult track to pass on, and a lot of people do try and pass at Frisco on that uphill ride. But maybe we'll see something here at Fisherman's.
Yeah, here we go then. He's going to try and come up the inside into the last corner. Once again, just playing it safe. Maybe just playing with his food a little bit here, DCP, because he's got a bit of time behind him. 13 seconds as he has another little touch on the back of that Yamaha. Just to let him know there's another blue bike behind him, but it's an inline 4 straight, not a cross-plane inline 4. Oh, no! Oh, my word. A bit of lag there. A bit of lag. Oh, contact! Contact! Baby Kill's gone down. A lot of lag there, and I think DCP has waited for him after that incident. Yeah, he is. That's good sportsmanship from the Ulster Grand Prix winner. But that, yeah, that was strange. Hopefully something we won't see much of in Ride 6 as Baby Kill desperate to get back to the front. We knew it was going to warm up into some sort of contact. It's hard to avoid here at MACAU. It's hard to get past.
It is. It is, and that, like you said, that was just real good sportsmanship. DCP sticking a boot out there at the clubs, letting Baby around.
Yeah, Jay only a second ahead of Cloud Cutter here, so it's been a difficult couple laps for Jay. And once again, though, DCP back on the rear of that Yamaha, just once again taking his time after that little moment, just realizing, do I need to really go for this? I can just chill. He knows he's got the pace, and if it stays us all the way up until the last lap, regardless of tyre life, because he's on the double hards, he'll be just fine.
Now, Baby Kill, he's had a real busy year with work, and he's missed quite a few of the races. I want to say this is actually his first league race this year. So to come out and hang with an amateur motorbike pilot, esport motorbike pilot such as DCP, I think it's a good showing from Baby Kill.
Yeah, it is. He's had a good start, and you did give us a shout. I began to have my doubts after his difficult qualifying, but now it looks like he's actually really come into his rhythm. And DCP, either he is just sandbagging a little bit, or he is actually struggling to stay with his compatriot. I mean, Ducksworth, do you think he's just biding his time, or is Baby Kill finally starting to find some form here?
Probably that DCP is waiting for him to make a mistake somewhere to get the clean pass. Mostly what would be happening. Or a slipstream down these fast little bits here. Yeah, basically all I can think of.
Yeah, it's a good shout, and one thing I will add on to it is that maybe he's just trying to develop a little bit of a gap between him and Baby Kill in case a bit of that lag happens again and works in his favour of putting Baby Kill on the floor and not him, but Baby Kill got a rubbish run out of there, and here comes DCP attacking on the inside. That's too late. He's not going to get that stopped. It's in the wall for DCP. He's down. He's down. The pole sitter's gone down. He's remounted quickly, and the gap only at 3 seconds. He can still make this work. We're nearly at the halfway point here at the Macau GP, and this is a dramatic final between the two Americans. It's a 2.7 gap that DCP has got to close. It's Suzuki versus Yamaha, and Alva could possibly just be licking his chops, hoping that something goes down once again between him and Baby Kill and get that gap smaller. Now DCP has to go for it. He hasn't got time to wait, I don't think, anymore, because Baby Kill has responded.
Baby Kill, he's really been like a metronome. You could I mean, watching him flip that bike today, he's on rails today.
Yeah, it looks like the gap between Alva J and Cloudcutter have spread out a little bit, and I think, oh, I saw a little bit of a moment there for someone. Yeah, Baby Kill's gone down. I've just not. Yeah, oh no, no, Baby Kill hit the deck out of the lead, and now you just feel like, is it going to be anything now for Baby Kill to trouble DCP? And he's keeping the gap honest, but that might just be DCP playing it a little bit cool. What a shame. We thought we were on for such a strong second half of the race there, with DCP attempting to catch Baby Kill, but it bit of a moment there perhaps for DCP.
Come on, baby.
No,
Yep.
I don't think he's gained too much time.
Don't let Baby Kill off, because it was 2.5 and now it's come down to 2 flat, 1.7.
1.6, yeah, wow. Yeah, Baby Kill's on the move now. Let's just hope he can catch him and bring us a brilliant end to the 2025 run of T-Tech events, which we will return next year on the next ride game after we see what road tracks will be on it.
We're going to try and have a couple off winter events. We're going to have a bracket tournament, like a dirt track style, head-to-head. You race against one other pilot at the Southern 100, and that will be a team gift card payout.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Yeah, well, that's all invite only T-Tech members. So we're going to have some stuff through the winter, keep everyone busy.
Baby Kill definitely keeping that gap between him and DCP at a good rate, but he needs a mistake from the race leader, you feel like, to close that gap, because it's just sitting there at 1.7, and DCP has definitely got the upper hand in rear tyre. A big difference.
The visibility's getting low.
Yeah, it's starting to get dark now, and I think Baby Kill must have ran wide somewhere. The gap's increased by a second.
It looks like Cloudcutter is making progress against Jay. That gap was much larger than 6 seconds, and he's chipping away.
It looks like Alva's hit the deck there, and that'll bring Jay a bit closer, but it's a huge gap to the Mexican ahead. A difficult one for the Indian rider. He had a really strong start, leading the race, in fact, on that ZX-10RR for a few brief corners before that massive accident with Baby Kill and Alva. Just multiple people going down. Come on, Baby Kill, give us a show. Catch him.
This being such a technical track, Ducksworth, does it get more difficult for like the amateur riders when they get into lap 9 and 10? Like is it? Do you still feel fresh? Do you get kind of tired from techie tracks?
With like tracks like these, you're seeing a lot of, well, green and not green, but yellow and black barriers. So it kind of plays on your mind a bit, and after a while, you get kind of mesmerized by all of the, like, going so fast and going past the barrier so much, you kind of do lose focus. But you think you're going the same speed, but you're going about a second or a second and a half slower than you was at the start, and it's one of them things that you kind of just have to crack on with it and go as fast as you can.
Really interesting. Good feedback there.
Yeah, 100%, and it's now going up a little bit more to DCP ahead. Baby Kill really does need a mistake from the American. It is pace definitely not as metronomic as it was at the Ulster GP. That one got close there. Let's just keep an eye on these gaps.
Like we got. Yep, they're. I can't see him on road. Is he right ahead of him here?
No, 8 seconds is the gap to Jay ahead, and oh no, Baby Kill's gone down again, and the gap now 9 seconds. It's a, oh no, it's all come down really. We thought we were going to have a magical end to T-Tech this season, but unfortunately a few mistakes from Baby Kill deny us of that. No fault, he was trying his best, and what more can you ask for from a rider like Baby Kill, who's not even ridden it yet this season due to work related reasons.
Yeah, it's hats off to him. I mean, dude, he kept pace with DCP for half the race, in fact leading. Yeah, hats off, round of applause.
It's a shame he did make that early mistake, because you just feel like his confidence is gone now, and it just keeps happening. We mentioned it before at the Ulster GP. When you go down, it sort of just keeps happening. You lose the confidence, and it keeps happening like this right there. Perfect example on point. Baby Kill goes down again, and in fact, this might be giving Alva a little bit of a taste of the cherry. Just hoping he'll keep making those mistakes, because I don't think Alva's crashed for a good while now. He's 2 seconds up on his personal best lap. This is a strong lap from the Mexican rider.
As we're looking here again at Baby Kill and now Alva and ours.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is where it starts to soften out at this stage of the race, but at least here at Macau you can see the brilliant Macau skyline in China start to light up as it gets dark.
Yeah, this is one of the older motorbike races in the road racing calendar.
Yeah, it's been around for a very long time.
They've been doing it for 54 years, and they would keep the race going from the handoff from your country, United Kingdom, to the People's Republic. So everything changed with Hong Kong and the islands. Chinese government, they kept going, you know. So it's been a many years that they've been doing it through multiple cultures, and it's still going strong.
Yeah, long may it continue. It's a brilliant road race. It might not deliver the best action, but it is sure a fun one for the riders to compete in, at least, and a good one to watch. I mean, that's the difference, in my opinion, between road races. When it comes to real life road races, they're a lot more entertaining to just sit down and watch than, for example, a circuit race if the gaps start to extend.
Yes, I agree. It kind of seemed like this year's Macau Grand Prix in real life was like this. Once Davey Todd, he kind of broke away from Hickey, it kind of thinned out, like you said.
Yeah, DCP has gone down by the looks of it, but that gap, I'm sure, won't be troubled by Baby Kill, as DCP is so far ahead. He's now coming along to start the 9th lap. We are now 3/4 of the way in to the final event of 2025 at T-Tech, and we thank you for joining us all throughout the year, and we hope to bring you many more road races next year. Thank you very much to Ducksworth for joining us in the commentary box. He's brought us an exciting insight into the mind of a T-Tech rider.
Yeah, it's nice to have one of the guys who's at the front, like a full-on amateur esport rider, his insight, because they know so much more than us commentators.
Yeah, I've never really competed in a online road race before. I mean, except for the T-Tech TT, but in the ride games I have not.
Oh, on the mountain, you sent it on the mountain the second half of the snap hill. Like, I remember that one race, like you went turbo on that mountain.
Yeah, the mountain is my spiritual home in the TT games. It's been a while since I've hopped on TT, so I better get practicing for next year's.
Right. I think they're making a new TT game. Is that from what I understand?
I've no idea, but I sure hope so.
So, while we're talking about all of this stuff, let's go ahead and give a shout out to Jake, Charlie at Mir. If you guys are interested in racing MotoGP League, they have a league. I mean, not yeah, Mir. There's so many different leagues here. So just contact them or contact Raceboy. Delta over at Isle of Man, he does the Isle of Man lobbies on Tuesdays and Wednesdays in the evening UK time. So if you want to play the TT game, get in contact with Delta at Isle of Man, the official TT Steam page. He's there. And then, let's see, what's the other one? You got the Ace Academy, which is... Who runs
that's Dr. Ace, but he's currently MIA at the moment. But
Okay.
yeah, that's where me and Ducksworth race. We all do Ace Academy BSB, and it's a brilliant laugh. We've got a great number of riders and some really talented riders. In fact, of course, in the form of DCP, who now leads the championship on board the Master Mac Honda. I believe the top 5 is as follows. I think it's DCP, Charlie, La Hughes, Gilza, and then me on the Kawasaki in 5th.
Nice. So yeah, if that's 4 different leagues there, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're interested, I'm sure one of these leagues can cater to your riding style, whether you're into short track or rhythm, flow, road racing, whatever. There's a league for you out there.
Yeah, and one thing... Yeah, sorry to interrupt there. One thing I will add for Ace Academy is that the championships fluctuate. We're not just on the same bikes all year round. I mean, last time out we did a V2 Cup, and that was incredible. I love the Panigale V2. Taking my first win in a very long time there at not Road America, Blue Wave circuit. But yeah, it changes all the time, and I imagine there'll be a cup for Ride 6 because I cannot wait for that to release.
Nice.
Yeah, and one thing I will say is that, ooh, that was close.
Uh-oh. Easy on the sticks there.
Yeah. One thing I will add is, I believe in January, it will be the beginning of the Moto Esport Indonesia Championship, which has a huge following on social media of 14,000 followers on Instagram. If everything goes well, then I should be racing in the Moto2 Championship there. So that'll be pretty enjoyable. Back on MotoGP 24, definitely more preferable to that of 25. But yeah, enough about my racing plans. And more about T-Tech. Baby Kill currently in 2nd on the Yamaha. We were just saying how impressive he's been. Maybe he did lose the win to DCP at this point, unless something really goes wrong for the American out front. Look at the rear slide around of that on that R1. But he has done a really good job of just hanging in there and maintaining a decent couple laps there at the start of the race. Probably was the fastest man out on circuit at one moment, but now you can definitely tell that the tyre life working in DCP's favour with a 23% rear and 4% rear for Baby Kill. So yeah, as you spoke of earlier, River, it's a great job from him to be performing like this, considering he hasn't really competed in any events yet, and the workload he's recently been taking on has meant he's not been able to get much practice. It really just shows how in tune he is with that R1 and this MACAU circuit.
He's got a lot of potential. I think in the future that we could see him on at that level, you know, that level of an amateur, where he's not getting paid to race esports, but he's one of the people who's up there at the front, such as Ducksworth, such as La Hughes, such as DCP. And I also think that Jody and Alva and Clark also have that potential. It's just so competitive. I mean, these guys have been racing for years, most of them. But yeah, Becky Kill, he's been, and I think we've got a lot more to come from him.
Yeah, I completely agree. And one person who I believe has also got that potential is Albert on the Suzuki. Definitely a very underrated candidate, but unfortunately just crashes a little bit too much. He was second on the grid, don't forget, so faster than anyone really, except for DCP going into this race. But maybe a bit more of a short track merchant, perhaps, regarding the fact that he's a bit more of a push and go for it kind of rider.
No, little slide back in and around that turn.
Lovely livery.
Yeah, love that. Of course, that is the Team Classic Suzuki, based out of the UK.
Yeah, brilliant livery. I love that team.
I think they're in Silverstone, and they have a direct connection with the Suzuki family and Hamamatsu, that Classic Suzuki.
Yeah, here we are then. DCP. Oh, so they're very local to me then, only about 25 minutes away. But we see DCP cross the line to start the final lap of T-Tech racing in 2025 on that brilliant looking Suzuki, inspired off, well, either the MotoGP bike or Michael Dunlop's Suzuki, well, or from British Superbikes. It could be any Suzuki, but it's a blue and yellow GSX 1000, which I know for sure. Probably MotoGP, since he's running the mere testing helmet livery. But how impressive has DCP been, not just in Ride 4, but in general? Just we've spoke about it many times, Ducksworth, just how incredible his pace is. Like, it is just so, it might not be the fastest on a one lap at one point, as we've seen. Maybe he hasn't got the most pole positions, but he will never ever go down in a race without a fastest lap, even if he finishes sixth like he did at Cadwell Park behind me.
Yeah, just an incredible performance here.
Yeah, I dare to say, go as far as saying he is the best ride player in the world. I mean, you look at any record on a superbike or a super sport. I mean, on Ride 5, it's either him or Sacred Meerkat at the top of the timesheets.
That's what I was saying when I messaged him earlier. I said, I mean, a lot of people just want to see you on track live, just because you're full on amateur. So I mean, I don't know what he's got to do to get a freaking esport ride here, but I don't think anybody's second to him on the leaderboards except Sacred Meerkat, and we all know him. He's up there too.
Yeah, it's a shame he's not as competitive in the MotoGP games as he is in Ride, because he'd definitely be within a shot of an esports ride next year.
Well, fingers crossed.
Yeah, he did compete in the MAR Championship. But anyway, he comes to the line. I unfortunately hit the pause button as he wheelies across the line because I dropped my phone on my keyboard. But DCP wins the MACAU Grand Prix at the final T-Tech event of the year. Another sublime performance despite the difficulties of lag at the start. I don't even think the rest of the grid is going to make it to the line as they did at the Ulster GP. Metronomic pace from the Suzuki man. How about that?
Really incredible, and almost hit the backstopper too.
It's going to be tight here for Baby Kill.
Remind folks, our next event will be an off-season event in the winter before the 2026 season. It will be a 1v1 challenge. 216.
Yeah, well, there it is. Baby Kill just hit the line. Just hit the line a second before the timer went out. But what a win for DCP. It's an American 1, 2, and 3 Japanese bikes on the podiums in the form of the 2 Suzukis and a Yamaha. An unfortunate last place for Cloud Cutter. But 5th isn't so bad considering he just hopped on the BMW. His pace not too far off. Jay, a bit of a missed boat, unfortunately for him. His pace was pretty quick, being over a second faster than Alva there. But had a few mistakes on that ZX-10RR, but Baby Kill, you have to give him a hand for that one. I mean, great, what a great ride considering what happened. the unfortunate reasons for him not being able to attend many races. But really good job, and from all of us here at T-Tech, thank you for joining us throughout the year if you've watched every race. It's been some intense times, some boring times, but we've been able to go through them together and just enjoy some nice online gaming on the games that we love, the motorcycle games that we love, and share our passion for two wheels, which we will continue to share into 2026 if you stay with us. Thank you very much for joining me in the commentary box, of course, organizer River, who makes this all happen. Ducksworth, thank you for doing this little wild card in the commentary box with us. Yeah, and we hope to see you maybe next year. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and from us at T-Tech, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.